Some of you guys may not know what that bell noise is from, but I'll explain it to you in a minute. I'm Leader Ryan Fagan, and our crazy family tradition is rodeo. Some of you guys be like, well, why is that crazy? But I'll explain to you. And some of the three reasons that I find that it's crazy and unique is one is the family aspect of the generations to generations that's passed down. Two, the way rodeo structures you as a family. And three, all the things you sacrifice by doing rodeo. So to start off with is the family that you get from rodeo. And one being biological and two being unbiological, which is really the best family you could have. But to start with the family that you do get from rodeo, when you go down from generation to generation, when they pass it on, is something that's really special. And that cowbell that I demonstrated for you at the beginning of the video was my great grandpa's cowbell. He was a professional bull rider, and he was someone that I really looked up to. He had a lot of grit and passion for the sport, and it was something that I really took away from him, and which is really amazing. And when I go and I talk about the unbiological aspects of rodeo, by that I mean is everyone else, your competitors, your companions, the people that sold you your horse. You know, you really do build those foundations of unbiological family that really mean more than some of your real family, honestly. And I only say that because my family consists of like 5 people and it's very small because a lot of them have passed away. But the unbiological family is definitely the best part of rodeo. A lot of those people that you aren't related to would give you the shirt off their back or would even let you go out and take their $20,000 horse and run it, which is amazing to me and crazy at the same time, but I do it for them too. And that's why family is such a big part of rodeo, is because we don't see each other as our enemy. I don't see them as my enemy. You know, the person that I'm competing against, I want them to beat me. I want them to win. And I think that's what family's all about, is really just wanting the best for each other. And I think that's why rodeo is such a good place for families and for everyone. Rodeo's also been something between me and my family that we really bond with because of all the time and effort you put into rodeo. And that leads me right into my second point, which is how rodeo really structures your family. And with that, I mean that rodeo takes a lot of time and effort and it builds a lot of things for your family. And when you're rodeoing, what you want is the best. And if you're not out there trying to learn and get all of those good morals down, you're not going to be a good rodeo person. With rodeo, you really do have to learn everything about being a good person. In rodeo, you have to learn to accept the bad, and that's how you learn in rodeo. You have to make those mistakes to correct them, and that's what's good. And it really teaches you in life that making mistakes is okay, but you know what? You're going to go out there and you're going to work 3 times harder to make those things come back and be better. And you're always striving to be better, which is something that I've always taken away from rodeo and that my mom and my dad have really taught me. And something that I take with me to everywhere is that I always have that will and the strive to be better, which is something that's really amazing. And I know that it's something that me and all of my siblings share, which is very nice. And I know that a lot of my competitors and friends and family that also rodeo also have that same strive to be better and to know better and to want better, which is something that I think everyone can take away from rodeo. And in rodeo, there's a lot of sacrifices, which leads me up to my third point, and that being that rodeo, it takes so much of your time and so much of your money. And it really does. It takes a toll on you as a family. And at a lot of points, you get to a low point and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do it anymore, Mom. I'm not, I haven't won that jackpot in a long time. I'm losing short of my money. But you go out and you practice every day and you do win that jackpot. And that's something that my mom has pushed me to do. Countless hours are spent in the practice pen. I'll get out of college at like 1 p.m. and I'll go straight to work where I train barrel racing horses at a facility for up to 6 hours, which is something that has really helped me as a rider that my mom has been able to do because she wants me to continue and pass down this tradition of rodeo to our kids and to her future kids. Something that rodeo that a lot of people also don't know is that it's extremely expensive. Horses and animals, the gear, the tack, the money, the traveling, the trailers, everything. The gas, the diesel. Rodeo is extremely expensive, which is why I say that you really do have to give up a lot. And by that, I mean is that my dad has worked on the road for the past 6 years of my life, trying to provide us with the most that he can by going and working in California. And sometimes I won't even see my dad for probably more collectively out of the year for more than a month. And that's pretty sporadic. But with rodeo, you get so much out of it that it's okay to sacrifice those things. Rodeo gives you so much that you're fine with sacrificing the time and the money because it's worth more than that. Which is why rodeo is something unique and something that my family really upholds and wishes to pass down generation to generation. Like I told you with the cowbell, and it's something that we all really love. And with that, my 3 main points were 1, being that rodeo is a family thing, it's all family orientated. 2, the strive to be better and how it structures you as a family. And 3, the things that you're willing to sacrifice for rodeo. And my call to action to you guys is that I think everyone should ride a horse in their lifetime. And I know there's a lot of opportunities at the local beaches and whatnot. So I say, go to the beach and ride that horse because riding horses has changed my life. So just sitting on the back of a horse, you can really just let loose and get all your worries out. So I suggest to you guys, if you're ever in a pinch and need to get some clarity, go sit on the back of a horse. And I know you guys can do that at the beach, so I challenge you to go ride a horse at the beach. And with that, I thank you.